Hello, I'm Anna.
And I'm Matthew. And for our Lenten devotion today, we had a passage from John 10, verses 31 through 42.
And verses 37 and 38 really stood out to us. I'll read them now. If I am not doing the works of my Father, then do not believe me. But if I do them, even though you do not believe me, believe the works, so that you may know and understand that the Father is in me and I am in the Father. And we really liked these passages because I felt like they show how our actions are one way that we can show who God is to others. And in the story, it seems that Jesus really isn't placing emphasis on making sure that people believe what he calls himself. He's not as concerned about the labels. He's much more focused on making sure that others believe that his work is God's work, and that both his actions and our own actions will speak for themselves to show that we are God's people.
As I've been reading and reflecting on this text this week, I've been thinking about where I see God in the actions of others in my life. Many of the people who I spend time with here at College Park, many of my friends, are people who don't regularly attend church, didn't really grow up with much faith, and wouldn't describe themselves as very religious people. And yet every day I still see in them and in their works, in their love and service, I see God's work. So that's really kind of made me think where in my life I can look for God's love in the actions of other people's. And I think as we continue to go through these Lenten devotions over the coming weeks, I think that's a really good thing to be thinking about, is where in our lives can we see God's love reflected in the actions of others.